Open. Hello everybody, and welcome to Hello Neighbor. So we haven't covered this game before, but lots of other people have been recently, and it looks really, really good. Now, for those of you who do know me, you'll know that I hate horror games a lot, like a whole lot, but this game doesn't look too spooky, so we're gonna be giving it a try. Oh, to press F, I'm already holding it, but okay, thank you very much. Alright, throw that in there. So before we actually do get started with our little adventure here, we have to pack up our house, and then we have to have ourselves a look around, and then we just go to sleep. So we've got our house all packed up, nice and neat, so let's go ahead and go to sleep. But let's go over a few things before we actually get started. We're going to be trying to adventure through this house, because I've played it a little bit, and I figured out one way I think. I trapped him before doing this. I don't know if it'll work again, but we're going to try it. But basically, we've just moved in. This is our neighbor. He's real psycho, and we're trying to go figure out what's going on with him in general, because he's insane. He's insane. But let's go ahead and go to sleep. Okay. Don't want to go out during the night. We're gonna go during the day, because that's a little bit less spooky, and I don't do well with spooky. All right, let's see if we can trap him here. Where is he at? Where are you at, buddy? Okay, so while having a look around the house, there's a power thing there, which seems useful. And there's lots and lots of rooms. Now, I did wait. Why is there a door leading to nowhere? Oh, that looks important. That looks so important. Okay, let's... we gotta try and get in that door then, because there's a secret door on the side of the house. But we gotta figure out where in the world he is at first. Hey, buddy? Are you in there? I don't see him. I don't know where he's at. We gotta try and find him though, because I'm trying to lure him out so that we can trap him and have a proper look around without trying to be so sneaky, because being sneaky is very difficult, as you might imagine. But I guess we could just step in and then step back out, and then he'll probably be after us. Oh, there he is. There we go. He kind of scared me. Oh, that's a bear trap. Dude, be a little bit more careful with those things. Come on, somebody could hurt themselves. All right, let's see if we can trap him now. I did this once before, and it worked. So we're gonna try and do this. He is pretty slow. So if you guys see, where's he going? What'd you go through the window for? Why'd you go that way? All right, so we gotta go around like so, and then wait, and then trap him. Is he good? Are you good? Are we good? He's good. Okay. Let's make sure that he's good by having a look around here. Okay, well everybody, that's my little tutorial on how to trap the neighbor. Now we have this crazy music going on non-stop. Let's see if we can actually, there's no way to turn that off. Alright, well, that's wonderful. We'll probably be switching that around. But let's have a look around his house now. There's a few things that I figured out already. Now I did actually record these before, but the audio sort of really screwed up, so we're gonna go ahead and sort of speed through them. I'm gonna walk you guys through pretty much everything in the house, so this is pretty exciting stuff. We're gonna split this into 2 episodes, but first, we got ourselves a shark buddy, and he has a little bell there, which I guess is kind of neat. I think we need that bell if I remember correctly, but we can't. I don't want to go in there right now. It's not safe. But if we have a look around here, we've got our kitchen. I'm gonna give you guys a nice tour of his house. There's not really anything important in here, a bunch of spoiled fruit. And then we got this buddy mannequin here, who's just creepily standing in front of the closet. Oh man, I gotta turn that audio down. That is just insane. Then we have his bedroom, and if it's still here, in this drawer here, yes, there it is. Okay, so that's a hammer that's gonna be really important later on. I was afraid that it might change locations, but apparently it hasn't, which is great news for us. And then we have our water boiler, and you can see it's all the way on hot right now. So we're gonna actually change that, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. That's really important. And then there's our exit. So that's the entire bottom floor pretty much, except for one really important room, which is this one right here. Now this is a creepy room. So we're gonna see, we've got a shovel here. I don't know how in the world to really get it open, but we're gonna try and get that open and see what we have going on in here. And you can see there's instructions to that for there to be a bell right here, and there's not. So I think we actually need to go get that bell from that shark. So we're gonna try and do that if we can. Oh, look. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that. So that's why we turned the water down on the water cooler, because we can then freeze the shark. So we did that, which is very exciting. Now let's try putting this bell on here. I don't know if this is actually how this works. It just sort of worked last time. It did work. Okay, there we go. So now we can see what we have going on in here. She popped up. She didn't do that last time. What are you doing? You're super creepy. Alright, but we have sort of a teacher-looking girl, and I think she's important because I believe she goes somewhere, and I'm going to show you guys where that is real fast. But I want to have a quick look around and see if anything changed locations, and just sort of see what we're missing. Also, he's totally gay, so that's another important thing that I don't know if was in the last one. I didn't really play the last version of it too much, but he is like 100% gay. Look at that. Look at that beautiful man love. Or maybe they're brothers. I mean, it's possible, but it's unlikely. Okay, let's see. I still can't figure out how this thing works. This is one thing we're gonna try and figure out today, but it doesn't seem to make sense, really. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. We gotta figure out how to get power to it somehow. But right now, it doesn't work. So before we do anything else, I think we're all good here. We're gonna grab our mannequin buddy, because there's a lot of stuff upstairs. There's like a lot of stuff. And you guys saw there's like 4 floors to this house. Sadly, I don't know how to get past the 2nd floor, but we're going to try and figure that out, hopefully. But if we come in here, we have 2 rooms. This one seems important because it has a key. And I don't know what the key means. I guess the key probably goes to this one because, look, it's like a sun key. But we have to get this turned on somehow so that we can get the key. And then I think my speculation is that it will drop out of here. But we got to get power in here somehow, which might be the thing in the back. But we'll see. So we have that. Oh, we need a gun to sit on top of this. That's what we're missing. Okay. So we'll try and find that. But let's move on to the next room in here, which is this room, which is where I believe the teacher belongs. So let's try putting her. Oh, whoops. Okay. Set. Where did the chair go? Okay, chair's gone. There's our teacher. That's where she belongs. Perfect. This room is really creepy. I don't like this room. We're gonna move on from this room because I don't like it. But you can see this door over here is locked, and there's stairs that go upstairs, and I don't know how to get up these. This seems like really, there's no way to get past these, so we have to take the elevator, I think, or maybe even the train, which is outside. Maybe if we find a way to break through this. There we go. We can find a way outside, but I don't think that window specifically is gonna work. We're gonna have to find another one, but we'll try and do that soon. But let's go ahead and check all of these, because I don't really remember what's in these. Binoculars, that's not super helpful. What do we have in here? That room is locked, so I believe this one is the room that goes behind the shooting gallery, I think. I'm not totally certain of that, so don't hold me to it, but I think. And then we have a hole in here, and a jackhammer. I don't know what to do with this thing. I have no idea what to do with this thing at all. I'm sure it's really important, but I have no clue. And then in here we have his special hiding room where he watches over us, which isn't super important. We can actually turn that off if we just get this stupid chair out of the way. Well, that's not really out of the way, but it'll work. So we can turn that off. And then we're gonna grab this, because this is super important. This is obviously a lockpick, if we can get a hold of it. There we go. So we're gonna grab that, hold on to that one, because it's important. And what do we have in here? I don't really remember if there's anything special in here. It just seems like it's a bunch of Chinese food in general. So not really helpful. Another cupboard, which is empty. And that's the tour. I hope you guys have enjoyed the house. Yeah, it was exciting. Super exciting. Okay, so let's go to new stuff that I haven't seen yet. So we have this lockpick, and we already found the hammer. I want to see if we can use this on this real fast. No, it would seem we can't. So that one's like a special lock that needs the sun key. So we have to get the gun to get the sun key. So we're gonna try and do that later on, but right now, we have more important things to handle. Yes, you're still trapped in there, thank God. So obviously, you guys have made it through my rambling, but we're gonna get to the exciting stuff now. Obviously, the lockpick goes in there. We're gonna drop that. This is important. I don't know if we can use this for anything else. But we're gonna try and keep track of this one, actually. We'll keep it on us, because it seems really useful. But now we gotta go grab the hammer. There's another hammer in the garage, but we've got him trapped in there, so I'd really rather not open that up. Now, last time this happened, the game crashed, so I don't know if that's meant to be like that. But if it is, we're going to figure it out right now. And I'm actually going to stop. No, I won't. I won't stop recording. We're just going to go with it. Since we know we can trap him, we can repeat all this again. But hopefully, it won't crash on us this time. Let's drop everything we have just to be safe. And open the door. Oh, God! No, what are you doing? I was trying to break in. Oh, no, 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 no. No, don't do this. Oh. Well, that's what's behind the door. We don't get to know. It's very hidden and secretive. So I guess we'll go ahead and start a new game and try doing that stuff again and see if we can possibly, I don't know, we're gonna try and figure out some other stuff because obviously he's not gonna let us get in there just so easily. So, yeah. That's what's behind the door the first time, at least. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. We're going to actually go ahead and end this episode here. As I said, we're going to split it up, but we're going to explore the crap out of this house. We're going to explore it a lot, so get excited, everyone. Now that we've found out how to trap him, it's very easy to go around and try and figure out everything we possibly can, which is super exciting. But he's really not that scary. I thought he would be more scary than he is, but I'm not too spooked by him. I'm not too spooked by the creepy man. Why has he got everything boarded up beforehand? I know we can't. Hello. Hello, buddy. Alright, but anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. I've had a blast with this game so far, and I can't wait to see much more. But, yeah. Next time I won't screw up the recording audio so that you guys can see my first impressions of what's going on. But I just wanted to share with you guys how to freeze the shark and how to get into the basement, or start to get into the basement. I don't know if anything's going to change this time, but I think we actually have to take a different way of getting around at least. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. That's going to be it for today.